Hi, I'm Lisa from Impact, and as I promised in our previous video, we're going to get into examples of questions related to adjectives and adverbs. Let's look at the first question. Until the 20th century, pendulum clocks were calibrated against the rotation of Earth by taking astronomically measurements. Since we're talking about adjectives and adverbs, let's go directly to the word astronomically. Astronomically here is it's an adverb, yes. What does it describe? Measurements. Measurements, however, is a noun. Can an adverb describe a noun? No, it needs to be an adjective. So D here is incorrect. It should be an adjective. What adjective? Astronomical, correct. So D here is the incorrect one, and therefore the answer is D. It should be the adjective astronomical. Let's look at the second question. Until 1940s, the majority overwhelming of African Americans lived in southern United States. This population was not merely southern, but also heavily rural. There are a lot of adverbs and adjectives in this sentence, but which one is wrong? Shall we start with option A? Majority overwhelming. What are those words? Majority is it's a noun. And overwhelming is it's an adjective. It's not a verb. It's an adjective that has the ending ing, overwhelming. So tell me, is that structure correct? Does it start with a noun and then an adjective? No, it's the other way around. It should be adjective first and then noun. So option A immediately is incorrect because it should be the overwhelming majority. So A here is the answer. Sometimes with TOEFL, you don't need to analyze other options. If you can already detect that the first one is incorrect, just choose it. Don't waste time looking at options B, C, and D. Question 3. She offered me some friendly advice about how to deal with a terribly person. Let's look at friendly advice first. Is that correct? Friendly advice. Is friendly an adjective here or an adverb? If you said adjective, you're correct, yes. Friendly is an adjective here. It's just an adjective that happens to end with ly, and it describes the noun advice. So B is correct. Let's look at the word terribly. Terribly person. Terribly here, is it an adjective or an adverb? It's an adverb, yes. Should an adverb be describing the word person? What is person? It's a noun. What describes a noun? An adjective, true. So terribly should be terrible, exactly. So D here is incorrect. Terribly, the adverb, should be terrible, the adjective. Let's move on to our final question. Acoustics education, a branch of physics that studies the properties of sound, seems actually interestingly. What is the main clause in this sentence? Acoustics education is a subject, correct, and it is followed by the word seems. What is seems? It's a verb, true, but what kind of verb? It's a linking verb. So linking verbs are followed by what? It's followed by an adjective, yes, but we have two words following seems, and it's actually and interestingly. Are they adjectives? No, they're both adverbs. So which one should be changed into an adjective? Do you remember where an adverb should be positioned? Is it positioned before or after an adjective? Before, true. So with that said, actually should remain the adverb, and interestingly should become adjective interesting. And so the answer for this question is D, because interestingly is incorrect. Now that we've discussed the important parts of structure and written expression in TOEFL, in our next video, I will give you final tips on doing the TOEFL test. So see you there.